It has been just a little bit since I've done a video on the Pensmore Mansion. We had a really cool video of the construction of the mansion, and happy to say that's done really well. So if you get a chance, pop on over and check out our Pensmore Mansion video. But so much has transpired since the mansion was built, and there's just many different omens, positive and negative, over the mansion. And whenever you're headed north or south on Highway 65, you can see this gorgeous weatherproof mansion that they've built out of this amazing earthquake-proof concrete. And just been many things going on, and it's quite an eye catcher when you're going down Highway 65. I look at it every time I go. I watch. There's a drone video of the mansion. I think it was filmed at night. Amazing video. So I thought I would talk about some top myths and truths about the Pensmore Mansion, because there's just always so much surrounding it. We've even done a page on LeeFranksmarketing.com about the Pensmore Mansion that you can go check out after you watch this video, and you just click on the Pensmore Mansion button. And I'm going to start putting videos here and different stuff, and talk about different things that you can do to find out more about the Pensmore Mansion. And I don't think they're accepting any kind of passengers or anything over there right now. I would love it if they would do tours. I think eventually, if the owner decides to do something else, maybe he'll start doing tours. But let's get into this thing and see some of the top myths. You hear things locally. It's linked to the Illuminati. Just not sure about that one. There is a lot of that kind of going on in the Ozarks with the underground tunnels and all the banks coming into the area. And my video on the Illuminati talks about that. So if you get a chance to check that out. We've got really low populations in some of these areas with, 15, 20 banks in an area. Now, some of them have closed down, the last few years because the market isn't as busy. But there are quite a bit of banks here in Branson and Ozark, Nixa, those areas. So, the Pensmore could be just a nucleus for that. So, it's a very mysterious, ominous kind of place, and I think that's what gets everybody's attention. And people are so kind of paranoid these days about everything, so they kind of assume that, or worry about that it's linked to the Illuminati. There's a lot of money there. The guy was very successful. Don't really think it's linked to the Illuminati. That's something you'd have to work out, I guess, for yourself. There are gargoyles on the side of the building. There's something on the side of the building, and I've got pictures of it, but I'm not sure what that is. It looks a little bit nefarious, but I think the owner was trying to kind of create this really big kind of aspect with his design of the property, and kind of copied maybe some mansions in France and some different areas. But he definitely has something on the side of the structure, and that might be something worth exploring. We'll have more information of that on our LeeFranksmarketing.com Pensmore page as we learn more. He's just had really big ambitions for this mansion, and with all the talk of New World Order and all the things that make people frightened or scared or curious, I think curious is a good term. It's definitely unique for this area. We don't have a whole lot of things in this area that look quite like this mansion. So, gargoyles on the side of the building. There was a lawsuit against its builders. This is true. He filed a lawsuit. He didn't feel like the concrete of the structure was mixed right, and it wasn't up to spec of what he wanted, and there was a settlement. So that's just, something that was going on for about a year, I think, or a year and a half. And they settled out of court because the builders didn't want that to be public knowledge. And I think that was something that had to happen. If you own something and you're not satisfied with the way it goes, you file a lawsuit, I guess. So anyway, there was a lawsuit against builders, and there was a settlement from what I've read. The owner of the Pensmore Mansion owned the concrete company that built it. I don't think that's true. I've heard that from a couple of different directions. I haven't seen anything in writing that says he owns the concrete company, and it seems like that would almost be kind of a conflict of interest. If you're wanting somebody to do a certain job, you'd end up having to sue one of your own companies. I don't think you can be the holding company and sue your own company for damages. If you could, everybody would be suing their own putting companies together and suing them and getting these huge payouts. And just, I don't know, that just sounds kind of crazy. You got to kind of think about that one before you put that out there. So it's just one of those things. It can withstand an earthquake. I still hear that's true, even with the concrete issues. Pretty amazing stuff the way this place is built, and there's just like one entrance into the place, one entrance out, so it's very secure. So it's secure all the way around. It's not just for the dwelling, for it to handle an earthquake or explosions or fires or whatever the end of the world guys come up with. So this is kind of a quick video, 5 things that are myths and truths about the Pensmore Mansion. Click like and subscribe. Pop over to Lee Franks Marketing and check out our Pensmore page, because it's just such a popular place here in the Ozarks. And hope you guys are doing well, and hope you're going to have a great New Year.